So sabihin yung mo ako at dinadalagin na ito不思議の旅の目の前にあるこの世界中のまたな僕らはもうすでに渡りドキドキがワクワクになった
Hey guys, it's Ultra Prime 2 here. Welcome to the Fairy Tale Wiki podcast. Alright, I want to welcome you all here today, and joining me today is Umne. Umne, introduce yourself.
Hey guys, sorry for the delay, but we're here.
Yep. And also here today, replacing Hungry, is Toshi. Toshi, go for it.
Hey guys, back the snack and get ready to have some fun.
Awesome. And here to explain the podcast is Umne. Umne, please explain the podcast to the listeners.
Alrighty, so after we summarize the chapter, we give our opinions and ratings, jump into predictions. We will be ranking the other weekly manga, and then we're going to dip right into shenanigans. Then after that, we're going to answer the questions we got via email.
That's correct. And so I'm going to do the summary today. This week we had a very long chapter. It's a double issue, so it's much longer than the usual. We start off with Urza and Mira Jane going to meet the ex-chairman. His name is Crawford Seam. He's an old retired dude, and he's now in the farming business, I would guess, because he's doing some kind of crap with his teas and chemicals. Anyway, so it turns out, according to him, even he doesn't know who's linked to Face or where they are, because, apparently not even the chairman is privy to that information, which I find bullshit, but whatever. Anyways, suddenly, some kind of enemies are detected by Urza and Mira Jane, and the two have to team up to fight them and protect Crawford Seam from them. Somewhere else is the old Magic Council ruins, and out there is Dornbolt, and he's recalling how Kubrick told him all about Tartaros and their intentions, and because of this, he had to let them go, or Ashen says, is free. That's true, the Dark Elf is back, and now they're gonna join up with Jalal and Meridi to fight these guys. Apparently, Dornbolt worked out some kind of deal with them. Anyways, Natsu has some kind of crazy revelation, and he flies off because he knows that there's some kind of conspiracy in the midst. Meanwhile, Urza and Mira Jane beat up their enemies, but suddenly fall unconscious as it's revealed that Crawford Seam is indeed working with Tartarus. That's the end of this chapter, so Toshi, what'd you think?
I just want to say that the double issue fact definitely raised this chapter standards for me, because we definitely got a lot in there. We got a lot of good storyline. I think the fact that you said as well about him not knowing about Face was a bit iffy, because, if he doesn't know about Face, then who does? It's
in all honesty, I think he lied.
Situation. Yeah, I do as well. But I think the fact that it was double issue made it that we could get lots of storyline in there. And I thought it was actually really good, the stuff that we got. I mean, we got some good development on Urza and Mira Jane. We got Crawford revealed that he was working with Tartaros. And it kind of left on a cliffhanger, what's going to happen to Urza and Mira Jane? How does this affect things in the long run? We also got Sarah and Salem Elfman. And something about Elfman offering up his soul. And I'm kind of intrigued about that. So that kind of left it a bit for me as well. But short comes to I thought this was a good chapter, and I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10.
Alright.
It's a fair chapter rating. Umne, why don't you go for it?
Yeah, I agree. The fact that it was a double issue really made, they fit a good amount of story in this, so I was really pleased with that. Seeing Erza and Mira had so much promise, and meeting Crawford for the first time was great as well. And I thought it was interesting how, Lisana didn't do anything again. Elfman just stood there choking her out. And I really didn't think it'd go down that route, sell your soul to the demon, but I guess that's the route they're taking. And I think it was cool that Horatio and Cease are back. But, I don't know, I feel like some of them kept their filler outfits and some of them went back to their old outfits, so I was a bit perturbed by that. I don't know why. They kept their look, they just didn't keep their outfits, so it was cool to see them back nonetheless. And Crawford ending up being a double agent, for the Magic Council, that's pretty wicked. But you know what, it leaves me thinking, if Crawford was this, he was chairman of the council, like ex-chairman, and if he was like feeding all this info to Tartarus, could he be the reason why the council is and was so weak? Because remember when they were gonna prepare for Etherion and Crawford wasn't there? Did it go down something like that?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, he was never
like
really
that.
known before this chapter, so we can't really be sure.
He wasn't known, but they said the chairman wasn't there, and he was the chairman at the time.
Mm-hmm, that's true.
So, and how did, oh my god, there was just so much corruption, and I feel like he had to do with it somehow. I don't know his past with Tartaros. We don't know if this is a recent, betrayal, but nonetheless, I think it was surprising how Natsu, of all people, came up with it. Realized that Crawford was a traitor. I mean, Natsu was, knocked out, and he realized it, and nobody else did. So, kudos to Natsu. Overall, I thought it ended on a decent note. Because I didn't like how Erza and Mira were, already incapacitated, but nonetheless, I thought it was a good chapter, and it leaves us open to more questions and answers. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
Awesome.
Just like Toshi, yes.
Aren't you two peas in a pod?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna stress the length of the chapter because you guys have already said enough. It was really beneficial for this chapter to be twice the length of a usual chapter, give or take, because it allows you to fit a lot more material in, and it doesn't leave any filler you can really rush through without looking like you're rushing through, which I think this chapter really did. I also really liked that the chapter focused a lot on the novelty. You noticed, Jalal is going to team up with the former Dark Guild, and apparently I think they're going to work some kind of Black Ops mission. I'm going to specify what I mean later on, but I really like that. This former enemies of Fairy Tail, they're going to work together to beat this new enemy. It really gives you a chance to close up all your loose ties. I don't know if anybody's a comic book reader. I don't consider myself a comic book geek exactly, but I know about Crisis of Infinite Earths and all that stuff in DC Comics where they had all this these final issues to close up all the loose ties and tie up shit that was about 50 years in the comic book company's history. And there was so much of that, and they were closing issues, they caused a few, but I mean, who doesn't, right? And when you're dealing with that kind of stuff, it's crazy. I mean, Fairy Tail hasn't been going on that long, but this is a really good chance to close up your loose threads. You can bring all your old enemies back as you need them. Don't bring them back because you want them. You got to bring them back because you need them. And I think that's really good in this case. So I like that. Okay, Elfman is selling his soul. Maybe he'll do that, maybe he won't. The way I'm leaning towards it, I think he will. Rationally, to be honest, it doesn't make sense, because if you sell it, that basically, doesn't that make you a slave to the demon?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think it makes you a slave. I don't know too much about that stuff. I think it would make you a slave, and if he becomes her slave, she can just order him to kill his sister all over again. I mean, that's some Inuyasha crap right there. You kill the one you sold your soul for, which is kind of bullshit. And really unfair, but I guess...
Inuyasha did that?
Not Inuyasha himself, Naraku did that, but that's...
Alright!
I'm digressing from the point. Anyways, Urza and Mira Jane, obviously a badass team. Who would deny that? They're two of the best women in currently running manga. And to see, even if it's a short while, seeing them fight together is really awesome, which was really probably the highlight of this chapter, I would say. It's the highlight of this chapter. And it's the part I like the most. I can accept that they were taken out by T. I mean, they are still human. It's natural. I mean, I don't know what the hell he put in it, but I can assume it was magical to some extent. And did you guys notice that the guy's beard looks like a pair of testicles?
I noticed it was very off-putting, but I was just like, oh god.
Right.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
up.
I'm sorry. Oh, do you want to know something else I noticed? I noticed Urza, when she was complimenting his tea, she almost said perfume, but then she changed to smell. Ichiya is on her mind, man. That's fucking creepy.
Hey, what if Ichiya helps her? That'd be cool.
I don't want to see Ichiya.
I want to see him do something wicked.
And
I want to see Tartarus kill him.
That would be pretty badass.
You know what? He's been such a comical character. I'm sure he's gonna do something wicked.
Okay,
oh my god, I've got the dream match. Keith kills Ichigo.
Hi, Keith.
Because Keith is like the most common name ever, so he's got to kill Ichigo.
Actually, Muhammad is the most common name. But okay, we're digressing,
Out of
people, and
Totoro.
I will say that this is a very good chapter, but I do feel that it's like really focusing on its novelty value, and I'm not sure if subsequent chapters will be able to measure up to this one. So, like, to an extent, I'm almost disappointed. So I'm going to give it a slightly lower than I would have expected, 8.5 out of 10. But overall, really solid chapter. But it's only because there was the recent bullshit with Happy that this happened, just like only about two chapters later. So otherwise, this would have been better. But just because of how this arc has been going, I do have a little more hope for it now. But it's a little bit too soon for me to be all 356 on it, because that was a badass chapter. And had this chapter come immediately after that, or quality-wise, then I would have been really happy. But it can't right now after the bullshit of Happy taking a town-level attack, which was crap. But otherwise, 8.5 out of 10 is my rating for this chapter. Okay? So, yeah, so Toshi, why don't you give us your predictions for 365?
Okay, it's not like so much a prediction, but for the future. You were talking about Sailor and Elfman and the Setting the Soul thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a history student, so I'm about to go really technical here. Mm-hmm. But basically, in like some mythology, it's like, because like Mashima's used mythology and stuff before in his work, but
or less.
Yeah, it's possible that he might include this, maybe not, or something like this. But in some like Asian kind of mythology, if you sell your soul to a demon, you basically give your life to. And it's kind of like being a slave, but sometimes it also means killing the person as well to further the demon's own life. So, like, maybe as well as being a slave, she might kill Elfman so that she can live longer or gain more power. Maybe that might be how it works, but I don't know. That's just me being technical about stuff. But for 365, I think we might get some stuff about Zero Jane. I think we possibly might see a gathering of Kyoka and, what's his name, Crawford. But that might be in a couple of chapters' time, depending. I think we'll get some more info on the situation between Sailor, Elfman, and Lisana. I actually think Elfman will give up his soul, but I'm not, like, completely certain what I want, like, will happen after that. Also, in Arashi says, Brain was attacked by Cobra, and it's assumed he's dead, so I'd really like to see kind of what Crime Sorcier and Arashi says are going to do together as well. I think we're going to get a bit more light on that in 365. So yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
Umne?
Well, Urza and Mira Jane were definitely caught by Crawford. The next chapter is called Fairy in the Jail, right? So I think it'll be cool if those two are imprisoned and they're in jail. Kyoka, Crawford are around, and they want to test out the newly transformed Minerva. So it would be cool if they were like pitted in like a cell or something. Because
are you talking
Kyoka
about a cage grudge match?
Not a grudge match, but like a test, because Kyoka wants to test out her newest, specimen, and she doesn't know that Minerva and Erza have like a whole past thing, so who knows, they might do like a little thing like that, because, just putting them in jail, that's gonna sound weird. I'd like to see them fight, and as far as Sayla goes, they could take that two directions. Like, some people have been saying Elfman's gonna be controlled and he's gonna be, under her spell for, like, most of the arc. But I noticed how they use those choice of words, sell your soul, and Elfman happens to use beast soul, so he might lose his magic. I don't know. Yeah.
That's pretty good, Ibno.
Thanks. But I wonder what's going to happen with that. I mean, it could either be him being controlled or his magic. Either way, like, I would like those two storylines to advance. Seeing Oracion with Jalal in them, I think we could wait on that. I mean, I feel like that's just an impending storyline that could come in later or whatever. But yeah, those are my predictions.
Okay. For the matter with Jalal and that gang, I mentioned a couple times the Black Ops. Like, I think these guys are going to be a secretive team working behind the working behind the scenes. And I think that their goal, basically what it should be, and maybe what it will be, is that they should focus on attacking Tartarus from behind. They should, whatever their weaknesses are, they should be able to, find them. They should be, the setup. They need to set up, traps. If Tartarus has any particular, points that's, special to them, they should destroy that. They should weaken them in some manner. Because, Jalal is in charge for a reason, and he obviously would want to help out with what's going on. And I think, I just want to say something really hilarious. The page where Jalal has half the page for his face spread, Manga Panda translated is I don't owe you anything. He's saying it to him, I don't owe you anything. You can count on me. And Manga Stream was the exact opposite. I owe you one. You can you can count on me. I just found that little contradiction pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And but I just want to say, I think that's what these guys should do. And that's them. When it comes to you have an interesting point about Beast Soul, but see, I just don't see, in general, they call that magic the soul, the Machina soul, the Satan's. I just don't, that's just the name though. I mean, I don't generally see those things as actual, souls. I don't see them as working in the same capacity as one human. Cause generally in fiction, when you have those, it's one of those scenarios of two souls inhabiting the same body, it just doesn't seem the way, it's just not shown the way fairy tale uses it. To be honest, this looks more like one of those you kill them, you beat them, and you become them scenarios. Apparently they have to beat the monsters they get, or whatever. I think that was the description for these things. Jenny, she touches them, so
you get to know them, whatever.
It's something to that effect. I just don't see that as the soul type. But okay, you might also be right. You might reinvent them. I mean, there is Satan's soul for a reason. The whole demon thing might go out. I also can we address the whole thing about Natsu? A lot of people were all "Oh, Natsu's such a dumbass. How did he figure that shit out?" Right? I'm sure you guys noticed that. What do you think about that? Because
I thought it was clever.
Okay, but what do you think about the reactions? Is Natsu too stupid to figure that out, or are people underestimating him?
People,
I think it's underestimating him, but I think it's also the way that, he's been portrayed so far. He's always been one of those people who, I know, Grey is kind of more cool and stuff in comparison, but, people like Grey and, Urza and Mira and stuff tend to think things through, but Natsu's more of a, headstrong kind of character. So I think the reaction was appropriate, because he's usually one to just go in for things, but the fact that he thought things through and came up with something kind of shows a bit of a change in Natsu.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, you know what? He still displayed his personality. He just hopped on happy and went on.
He left the girls behind.
Yeah, so who knows who could jump
hilarious.
on. But nonetheless, I'm I'm happy he thought it through, and he's totally had a point. I didn't even think of that. So I'm just wow, Natsu, kudos. But I thought it was appropriate of him to have known.
I thought it was unpredictable as well. Not just the fact that a council member was working with Tartaros to some extent, but the fact that Natsu was the one to come up with the idea.
And that the ex-chairman was the one working with them. That's another whole thing, yeah.
That is a good point. And I think it's pretty much obvious that Crawford was lying when he said he doesn't have info. I think that's
whatever info he knew, he gave up.
More or less, but I mean, there is some stuff he could reveal to Fairy Tail, and he can tell them what Tartarus knows now. And in case, it also makes me wonder how willingly did he work with this guild? Was he was he being forced, and maybe he's being blackmailed or something? Who knows? But yeah, go on.
Sorry, I kind of got a bit of a premonition coming, because you know how Tartarus are going after all the former council members?
Mm-hmm.
If the ex-chairman gives them all of his information, wouldn't it be possible that Tartarus would kill him?
You mean he's outlived his usefulness?
Yeah, Tartarus are going to use him for his information, and then I think they're going to kill him.
Okay.
Because they're trying to eliminate all the council members.
Yeah, they're trying to find out who's organically linked. So if he happens to be organically linked, they're going to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, but he doesn't know. That's why they're killing them all. And,
Yeah, that's true. He may genuinely not know which ones it is. Who knows? There might even be another ex-chairman out there for all we know, right?
Or yeah, it could be somebody like Jalal. But no,
What?
I think Jalal and Yoti are too young, right?
No,
It's somebody really old.
Jalal was wasn't Jalal like the 7th seat or something in the council?
You know what?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't even Jalal. It was his thought projection. I think.
Regardless,
Yeah.
he wasn't the
DNA.
chairman. He wasn't the chairman.
No, not a chairman.
I asked who could be another chairman.
No,
That's what I was asking.
I meant organically linked. That's what I meant.
Okay, fine.
Well, if it was organically linked, would it be? I think it'd be descendant of the chairman.
It could technically be anyone, I think. I mean, they could have even changed the links randomly. Who knows, right? I mean, when the U.S., if they think like the presidency is compromised in the movies, they swap out the nuclear launch codes. They could easily do that fairy tale, right?
They should. You know why? Because if this space thing was over 100 years old, you're gonna die from old age.
Well, they will, and you need the security, and it's helpful to switch out, right? It's like randomly changing your passwords on Wikia, right? Once in a while we change our passwords just to make sure we don't get too comfortable. Umne, don't answer that. Anyways, I'm expecting decent things from the next chapter. I think it will deal more with Natsu, which is unfortunate, but maybe we'll see something with the girls. I kind of want to know a little bit more about Tartarus' intentions, but right now I think Kyoka, she's the only one who's really getting any attention right now. It's kind of messy. I don't know about this whole match thing, but I do think they'll inspect the girls somehow. But ultimately, let's see. I think it would be a decent chapter.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right, so that's the end of the predictions. Let's move on to the weekly manga rankings. Toshi, would you like to start off?
Yeah, I didn't read One Piece this week, so I'm only ranking the 5 that I read, including Fairy Tail.
That's fine.
So number 1 for this week for me is Fairy Tail for the reasons we've discussed, but mainly because it was a double issue. We got tons of content, tons of stuff, so I thought that kind of outranked it beforehand, and also because the content was fairly good. Number 2 for me is actually Beelzebub. I really liked Beelzebub this week. We got some good plot progression. We got kind of some mystery in there. We've got everyone turning into stone, and we don't know, who this man is. This man tore this, the edge of a car off,
to be fair, I think we have a suspicion about who that man is.
Yeah, we have a suspicion about who it is, but we don't, know for certain. And also, at the end of the chapter, Fuji, or whatever his name is, showed up?
That's his name.
Yeah, he showed up as well. And because Ogre doesn't have Beale, if they're gonna get in a fight, then Ogre's pretty much screwed. So we kind of got a bit of a cliffhanger, and I really liked it. I'd say third for this week for me would have to be Toriko. I put Toriko a bit lower this week because I preferred the other two in terms of plot progression. But I don't think Toriko was the worst thing ever. It had a lot of decent points about it. We had the chef, I can't remember what his name is. It begins with a K. Komatsu, I think?
Komatsu is his name, yeah.
Yeah. Komatsu cooking the meal, the guy eating it, and then oh no, the place is gonna collapse. It's oh wait, it's not collapsing.
I'm gonna cook faster.
Yeah. And then he's just oh, I'm gonna wait for the greatest chef ever, Toriko.
Greatest Bishoku ever, Toriko.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry. Whatever. And I thought it was cheesy, but it was alright, and it was better than recent weeks, so I put it third. Fourth for me is Naruto. Actually, wait, I don't know. Yeah, Naruto. Because we got Madara coming in. We got Madara taking the Rinnegan back from Obito with the help of Black Zetsu. And we got some progression in terms of we now know that Madara is going to extract the Gyuki and Kurama from Killer Bee and Naruto, and he has a lot of power now that he's got his eye back from Obito. So that kind of had good plot progression, but then again it was pretty predictable that he was going to extract the tails in order to form the Jubi again. And fifth last for me is Bleach, because I don't know, it's Bleach was really, I don't know, it was a bit happy-go-lucky for me this week. Because, like, okay, Reiji is in, like, a life or death situation. Like, he's with, one of the Quincy people. And then you've got this guy, pretending that all of his eardrums are gone, and then you've got this other coming out, giving him his eardrums back. It's like, confusion. That James guy ends up doing God knows what, and Reiji gives some villain speech or whatever, and it's like, what did that actually achieve? Like, I did not really like this chapter, because I know you have to have some sort of lightheartedness in this arc, because there's going to be tons of death, obviously, but if you're going to go up against one of the Quincy, you don't need to make it a whole joke, and that's what I kind of viewed it as. But that's just my opinion. So yeah, those are my rankings.
Okay. To a pretty good extent, I agree with you. Number one is definitely Fairy Tail for reasons listed above. It definitely brought the most to the table this week, and it definitely sets up the future parts of this arc better than any of the other manga did this week. And so I really like it. We all got to see great characters. We got good plot progression, so I'm happy with Fairy Tail. Number two is Beelzebub. Beelzebub, I think it's taking a little bit of a pickup. I think we all who read it noticed that the America arc had been extremely fast paced. I mean, I expected it to easily be like 20 plus chapters, and I think it was barely like 7 or 8, right? It couldn't have been much more than that. And now it started and ended in a really funky way, but now like there's some good mystery that's going on with this guy who's walking around the city with the black mist, and Oga it was a pretty funny scene. He goes back to his house and he's like, and some guys there, he's like, yeah, this coffee that your sister made sucks. And he's like, wait, who the fuck are you? Are you Fuji? And so, yeah, I thought that was pretty hilarious. But it is pretty predictable what's going to happen at some point or another, you know. Beale is going to find his way back to Oga, God knows how. And then he'll have to end up fighting with Fuji and Satan. It's just a little bit, it's predictable. I think we know it, and I think it's pretty much confirmed. At this point, Beelzebub is nearing its end. I don't give the series too much longer. We may eventually have to find a new 6th manga for this podcast, so we have something to continue pissing off Umne with. Anyways, when it is he even listening?
Yes.
Okay, that's too bad. Anyways,
I never get pissed off. I'm such a gentle soul. I'm kind and considerate. Go on, please.
No, you're much more entertaining. That give everybody some laugh value with you talking about how awesome you are. Or you can just continue to do that, and we'll just spend some time telling you why you're wrong.
Well, I mean, we could always have a little debate if you wish.
All right. The third one is going to be Toriko. Toriko was also pretty good this week. It just wasn't as good as the other two. Midori's kind of like not specific to Midori. I don't understand the deal with Komatsu. Like, everybody talks about how like he's a great chef, and okay, fine, he can hear the voices of the ingredients. But what more is there? What did he do in this with this food that was so incredibly special? Like, he cooked it really fast, which I find kind of funky. He's always cooking. You guys both read it. You've seen how fast he cooks. Like, he makes gigantic tables worth of food in just a few minutes, right? I mean, what is that? I mean, where is he? Does his backpack carry like a full? He'd have to have like 10 ovens in that backpack of his to actually. It's kind of funky, isn't it?
Well, didn't they say like they get ingredients of the gourmet world despite it not being
I don't mean that. I mean like I'm not talking about this scene in particular. Like, in general, like for like the time he met Zebra, he cooked so much food for him, and then Zebra ate it all in like a flash. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm just saying, like the Hammer Space. You know what Hammer Space is, right?
Hammer Space, of course, but just enlighten the listeners.
Oh, shut up, Umne.
Okay, you don't know what it is.
He basically proved it. What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Toshi, is that your mic?
Wait, what's going on? Oh god, I just got a giant buzz from Umne's thing.
Umne, is that your mic? What the fuck is going on? You two mute your mics.
Okay, hold on.
Is it
Okay.
better?
Yeah, that's better. What
Was it for me? That's crazy.
I heard a giant buzz. Sounded like someone being murdered over your side.
Or is it?
the fuck is this? Okay, it's not... Tell me if you still hear it after I mute my mic.
Sure.
I just hear silence.
I hear it as well.
Okay, it's not me. Okay,
I mean, it is.
we're distracting our viewers. Okay, we're gonna have to fucking deal with it. Okay. After Toriko comes One Piece. One Piece is pretty good, but it wasn't anything special. Bleach and Naruto are tied. Naruto just because like I didn't really like the way it was set up artistically. Like I think Kuro pointed it out in the chat too, and I agree with him. Like the way it was drawn and like progressed, it was really funky. Like the dude just shoves the eye back in the eye socket, and then it's like and he's like laughing his head off for like 5 direct panels underneath one another, and then he just stops, and then he goes ballistic and attacks. Like I just didn't really. It just looked really awkward the whole chapter. I don't know if I don't even think it was the scan quality. I just think it was like genuinely like hard to read this week. Like plot wise is like whatever. And Bleach, like I hate this fucking masked masculine. Like even his name is fucking stupid. So I'm gonna give Bleach and Naruto a tie for the last. They weren't inherently bad, but they could have been so much better than they were. Okay.
I agree.
God, that noise is pissing me off. Anyways, so now it's time for shenanigans. All right, you guys ready?
Woo.
Yay!
Born ready.
Nice. And to start it off, because Hungary is lazy this week, is Toshi. Toshi is going to take us through some anime information she's obtained. Toshi, take it away, please.
I obtained it through stalking. Okay, so there have been quite a few new movie releases actually. The Hunter x Hunter, the last mission movie.
You don't pronounce the X. You don't pronounce the X.
Oh, right. Hunter x Hunter. I've always pronounced the X, so I don't even know why. The Hunter x Hunter movie, The Last Mission, is set to actually be released in Japan 2 days after Christmas. And we should be getting the subs quite a while after that. The Idol Master movie, To the Glittering Other Side, is set to be released in Japan on the 25th of January next year. And respectively, the Tiger and Bunny movie 2 is set to be aired on February the 8th next year. We're also going to be getting an anime adaptation of Nisekoi in the winter next year, which was announced a bit late. This is a bit of a later one, but we're also getting Utano Prince Summer Season 3 in early 2015, which is very exciting for fans like myself.
What was Utano Prince again? Was it with all the boys?
It's with all the boys and the sex.
The sex.
Oh, you only all the boys and you only just described every yaoi anime to ever exist, right?
Well, it's coming out. When did you say, Toshi?
Early 2015.
That's over a year away.
Holy mother! Yes, it is.
Yeah, but they've released it early to excite fans.
Oh, 2015 is early?
They want us to sit
they've
there.
They've released the information about the season early.
That's fine then, I guess.
Because apparently a lot of work's going to go into this one.
It better. Extra
Chun-
dancing.
Chunibyo Demo Koi ga Shintai Ren. Please excuse my horrible pronunciation.
That's fine. That's not like we could do any better.
It's the one with the girl with the eye patch. It's the one with Rika Takanashi.
Okay.
Another?
That's set to be coming from Kyoto Animation on January the 9th next year.
Ki is the one animating this?
Kyoto, yeah.
Yeah, Ki is another name for shortening for them. They do pretty good work.
Yeah, they did Free, and I love them.
Yeah, that's not the one I was thinking of, but okay. They were also behind Clanad, which is what I'm watching right now, which is really awesome. I recommend it.
Yeah, Clanad is one of my all-time favorites. I absolutely love it.
I didn't know you watched it.
I've actually seen all of it.
Watch Clanad, everybody.
Well, no, you've never seen it. Shut up.
I watched an episode.
Doesn't count. Okay, but it is awesome, isn't it, Toshi?
Yes, it is. It is amazing. It's very sad as well. So grab your tissues when you watch it.
Yeah. Don't worry, Umne. We'll buy you a year's supply of that stuff. Okay.
Tissues?
Oh wait,
no,
you're not gonna watch it anyways. Okay. And any more Toshi?
I'll still use
Shut up,
tissues.
Umne. Shut up, Umne. Toshi, go for it.
Yeah, I have a few more.
Go on.
Currently released on YouTube from Kyoani Animation is a spin-off of Kyoai no Kanata. It's a 6-minute video. I recommend going on and watching it. It has lots of fan service from my favorite voice actor, Suzuki Tatsuhisa. I love him.
What does he do?
He does Romaru in Utano Prince Sama. He did Makoto in Free. He does Hiro in Kyoai no Kanata, which this is coming from in the video. But I recommend it's in Japanese, but it's hilarious. 6th, we're having Sony Supersonico the anime. That's been quite a anticipated one of mine, actually. It looks very good. And finally, I'm checking the release date for this one. January the 10th, 2014, we're getting ZX Ignition anime. And this one also seems to have a good story. And I'm looking forward to it. So January has got a lot of good anime releases, lots of good movies. So you guys should go check them out.
All right. Okay, Toshi, thank you for the information. And now it's on to the Wiki News. So the Wiki News this week isn't anything particularly special, but the Dragons of Design are recruiting, as they were when we first opened this podcast. So if you're a good coder, you can make your application there, and Relly will choose whether or not to let you in. Considering that nobody's applying, he most likely will. So go ahead if you're in the mood. Anyways, we don't really have any Wiki News this week, but that's the end of this. So, Umne, take it away with your whorehouse.
Alrighty, so you guys submitted your answers on the last week's podcast, or the week before, and the winner of that week is Kanza. So, Kana, you're going to be entered into the draw for the monthly draw. And if you guys want to enter in the draw as well, just answer the following question. What is your ultimate roleplay?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that.
I bet Umne has with that question.
I bet Umne just has like a Sailor Moon costume hidden away in his closet just waiting to pop out, I swear to God.
Well, how long is the limit for those comment things?
What do you mean?
Like when you comment on a blog, how long are you allowed to type?
Who cares?
I have a lot of lists, but
you're not eligible to enter your own question.
Exactly.
Umne.
So if you guys have something interesting to say, type it below, and we're eager to see if you're gonna enter in the next podcast draw.
Yeah.
See.
So, shut up. Anyways, that's the end of the whorehouse, thank God. So, now we're going to move on to the questions you people sent via email. So, because Hungry's not here, Umne is going to have the pleasure of reading out your questions. So, Umne, whenever you're ready, take it away.
Alrighty, so the first question comes from Fleet. And number one,
As always.
you three... Yes.
If you three
were in...
Yeah, go on.
Oh, yeah, he is pretty good, yeah. If you three were in a royal court, what positions do you think the other two would have?
Those two would be my servants.
You wish.
I would be the queen and they would be the servants. They would get me strudel and Christmas graveyard cakes and everything else.
Yeah, poisoned maybe.
That's nice.
You made me your servant. You're talking to me about being nice.
Maybe I'll slip some antifreeze into your drink, you prune.
You gotta drink a glass of vodka if that happens.
As if you would be the one to give me drinks. I think. Okay, Umne is automatically gonna be like the jester. But like he's the unfunny jester, and the immediate reaction is off with his head.
He's the one that nobody pays.
Do I still get jingles?
Who cares? You're dead.
But I want jingles.
Shut up.
You're gonna make my head
Toshi, shut up, Umne. All right.
I have a point,
shut
don't I?
up. No, you don't. You don't have a point. Now, drop it. Drop it already.
Calm down, ladies.
Yeah, it's not Shark Week.
Stop getting your bras in a twist.
Oh, Jesus. Toshi. I guess Toshi can be my footrest. I don't really care.
Oh,
that's nice.
Right, and I don't know. I'd probably just be like the economy guy, just like decide how the money is supposed to be spent, because I think that's pretty much my definitive role. Money.
I have a king or queen.
I don't give a damn. To be honest, the money people are the ones who really rule the world. Trust me. I guess the position, I think the monarchical title might be regent. I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to look that up. So Umne, go ahead.
I'd be the queen, and Toshi
Rag
would be the
queen.
princess.
Head of lettuce.
And Ultra would be the accountant, because I don't know what else Ultra could do.
Mm-hmm.
What would I be?
You'd be the princess.
Yay! Okay, Umne, you're not a anymore. Your girlfriend.
Yeah.
You're like my shopping girlfriend.
Woohoo! Alright,
Ultra can wait on us
What's the
both.
next
you guys
question?
ready for the next question?
That's it.
Okay, so what are the 3 countries that you could best make an alliance with if you were rulers of a country of our own?
Oh, we have to do real countries?
I guess I don't want to do it though, because I'm not that informative.
I don't
Do
really...
we have to rule over a real country? Or can we make one up?
To be honest, I hate monarchies in general, so... Yeah, screw it. Do you want to just skip this question?
Yeah.
I can answer it.
Could you? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, fine.
Okay. So my country's England. I would ally with Belgium because they make the best chocolate.
Mhm.
I would ally with France because they make the best cheese and wine.
Mm-hmm.
And I would ally with America because it's got lots of space to build castles and statues of myself in. Yay me!
Okay, that works.
Whatever floats your boat.
Well, now that you had me thinking, I would obviously make an alliance with China because
Child
and,
labor, I guess.
well, whatever. And then I'd also make an alliance with North America. Just throw it all in there.
All 3 governments.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
that's amazing.
okay, I should only pick one. So the U.S.
Yeah,
because of their
I see.
economy.
The incredibly shitty economy they have right now? Are you
They
serious?
still have good relations with everybody. So
Debatable,
Nonetheless.
but okay, fine, whatever.
And my 3rd country would probably be somewhere in Europe. I don't know which one yet.
How about Greece?
Come to us, we've got crumpets.
Maybe, I don't know. Ultra, do you want to answer the question?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay. One of them, I think. Are we allowed to choose the same answers, or do they have to be completely different?
They can be the same.
Yeah.
All right.
There are so many successful countries out there.
There's only a set number. That's true. China, manufacturing. Brazil, economic growth. I guess Brazil has got really good economic growth. It's just I guess the corruption is the main issue. So, I also need. I'm gonna take Russia because military power.
It's freeholder.
I'm Canadian. I can handle it. Yeah. So, what's the next question? We didn't. Yeah, go on.
No, we didn't. Give each of the other 2 podcasters 2 nicknames and be creative.
Ooh, this is gonna be fun.
Toshi.
I'm gonna have to think on this.
Omne would be the boob buddy.
Boob buddy.
What?
It's because how Umne likes to be a girl. He likes to be really girly and
a buddy.
and the queen and a buddy. And girls have boobs, so the booby buddy.
That makes sense.
Ultra would be stick in the mud because I pranked him with the best prank yesterday.
You
I
tried
pretended
to prank
to be
me,
Aldano.
completely failed.
What
I
happened?
threw it. Oh my god, she changed her
she
changed her Skype name to Aldarinor, and then she added her friend with her friend being named Santa Kuma Almond. So she tried to get everyone to think, oh, Aldarinor really joined the Skype group, and I immediately wait, Aldarinor doesn't even know we have a Skype group. How the fuck would he have joined it? And then I automatically inspected the profile. I'm like, yeah, this is Toshi's fucking username, and I'm like, Toshi completely failed. Yeah.
But I did fool an Abe, but that technically was a part.
You fooled Abe, okay? You fooled Abe, okay? I'll give you that. But you totally failed to fool me, okay?
Sherlock Prime.
Yeah, but I fooled Relly, so in your face.
Relly, whatever. Relly is Relly. Anyways, I was surprised Relly was even on, to be honest.
Oh, that's my nickname for you, Sherlock Prime.
Okay.
Aw.
We have to come up with 2 nicknames. Are we gonna have to go through another one?
Okay, can we, to be honest, all the good names for Umne are gone.
Yeah.
They've already been said.
Yeah, Maka, Jabba.
being Ultra, you don't have the most fitting complexion or physique I've ever seen
Oh
either.
snap! What?
Dude, at least the floor does.
She brought it.
At least the floor doesn't cave in when I walk, Umne.
Yeah, but the ceiling does.
How would the ceiling walk in? How does that even
I
make
don't know.
sense?
And one.
Bad luck.
Because it shakes so much so that the ceiling falls off the walls.
Totally. That
Then
makes
why
sense.
does
And
the
not the
floor
fake.
cave in?
Because the Earth
It doesn't.
is not happy with your karma.
It's because you're so big that you block the floor so the floor doesn't break.
That
because
doesn't
you're
even make
covering
sense.
it.
It's because
Okay.
God is not happy with you.
Well, he did leave the wiki, right?
No,
Burn.
I probably shouldn't have brought that up. Okay, that's
Whatever.
what's this? Do we have to choose two, or can we just move on?
You can move on. I don't think we can come up with a
Let's
second.
just move on.
If there was a memorial to the other two, what would you write on the inscription of the statue?
Oh my god, this is a good one.
I'd probably just use some Jubia quote.
Drip, drip, drop.
No, not that. Something. Okay,
He
yeah,
has-
drip, drip, drop. Umne should be great with dropping stuff. When it comes to Toshi, I don't know. Probably just. I would probably just italicize it just so it looks like it was said with a British accent.
Yay, that's so considerate. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, for Ultra, I'd write it in Hindi because that'd be really
That's not even my native language.
I know, but it would be really respectful to the country you currently live in.
Currently,
So I'd write his in Hindi. But first, I'd have to learn Hindi and then write it, or just
Or
use
you could
Google Translate.
Or you could just you could just ask a random Indian person you know.
Lol. And for Umne, I'd probably do something about Juvia, yeah, but I do it more heartfelt than drip, drip, drop.
Love. If you have love in your life, you must keep on fighting.
Yeah.
I forgot. Is that what
did
she
you actually
said?
say that? I don't
She
remember.
said it to Merity or something like that. You must
Yeah,
keep on
she said
living.
it to Meredith,
There
and
you go.
I can't
you have to
remember.
keep on living if you love someone. And then I just write after it, because Umne is dead, he has no one else to love.
Aww, drip, drip, drop.
I would just
That's what I mean.
I would just put it a tiny inscription at the bottom left corner, LOL. That would be way funnier.
I know what
I'd
Hungry
be like,
would write.
TGYF.
Dude, Hungry would just demolish the grave, to be honest.
No, he'd write fuck you on there.
I'd be like, to Ultra, a heartfelt thing in Hindi. Thank God it's Friday. Like,
What? Oh.
What?
or you only live once.
YOLO. Oh, that'd be funny. For you, Toshi, I don't know what I'd write on the memorial, but on the tombstone. But I know I'll grow an almond tree on atop your grave.
What?
Umne's like my favorite person. He's growing
Isn't
next to me.
it amazing?
He's birthing my family, even though that is Umne, that is.
No, it's okay. And Ultra, I don't know.
Just write some money-related quote. I think that's
Hey,
it.
what's
Oh my
up?
god. No, do you know what'd be really funny, Umne? What if, you know that picture of when Ultra was dragging his drunk
Oh
friend
my
to
God.
sleep? We should totally get a guy to carve a statue out of that.
Oh my
And put that
god.
on his memorial stone.
Well, I think your friend should do that, Ultra.
That's assuming he doesn't die first.
Or just drunk again.
Oh.
I don't know.
Alrighty, so Fleet has one more question.
Okay.
Zombie apocalypse is upon us. Pick your team of 5 Wiki members. Limit to 1 admin each for a crew to survive.
Oh, okay. So I guess that's we can't choose. We can't overlap our choices. I guess.
Well, I'm sure.
You guys choose first.
For admin, I'm actually going to choose Chaos.
Ooh,
And I don't know. I think Chaos would just be the person who would be who would be really resourceful with how you can survive in this kind of world. I'm just gonna take Jessie as well because I think she would be useful for the aftermath. Alderino is really
You
smart.
like
What?
her.
But aftermath.
That
Oh, he's tasty. Ultranor lives on. Chaos, if you're listening,
Really?
Ultranor is living on.
Anyways,
God.
Alderino is smart. He knows how to do his shit. So I'm gonna choose him for the third person.
And the childbirth.
The what?
And the childbirth, of course.
No, that's
You
Jesse.
need him
Anyways,
after.
Fourth member I'm thinking of. I don't know, maybe Michelle. Yeah, I think Michelle would be helpful. And
Michelle could sting them away.
Would what?
She could use her singing powers to make them move away.
What do you mean, like, could the zombies run away when they hear her sing?
Yeah, because her singing's really good. You know how, like, zombies don't like light? Well, then maybe they like bad singing instead of good singing. So if they hear good singing, they'll immediately die.
Okay, I guess I should start singing. That's it. Fifth person. Huh.
I don't know.
What do I be Ness or someone really random?
I don't know.
Just like for the random factor.
What about Glass?
We're taking Glass, you gotta take Rem, because two are like inseparable these days.
That's true, yeah.
What about Ish?
Ishtak would be really good.
Guess.
Oh.
I think I got him.
Maybe
what about
I might. Oh yeah, Miskos. I'll choose him.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Umne or Toshi, you can answer.
Umne, you can go first.
Okay.
If you want.
So for my admin, I will take Mega because he's a young, strapping young lad. I said young twice. He's a young, strapping, corn-fed little muscle boy. He can help us fight.
Was he raised on a farm, Umne? What the fuck are you
Doesn't
smoking?
him sound like he's from Texas or Wisconsin?
He's a vegan.
Oh.
So, then we have Wrath, because, you know, I like me some strong people. And then we have...
Doesn't Wrath have health problems?
Happy birthday, Wrath, by the way.
Oh,
Happy
yeah!
birthday, Wrath!
Happy birthday, Wrath!
We apologize for forgetting.
I didn't forget.
Okay, fine. I apologize for forgetting, and Umne does too.
I totally remembered.
Sure you
Okay,
did.
so,
Go on, Umne.
I'm gonna have Kanza in my team as well. And I'll have Fenton in my team as well. And I think I will also
have an Orgy in your team as well, right?
No. What do you take me for? They're all my friends. I would never.
Yeah, but Ultra,
sure
technically
What?
that's not an actual Wiki user.
Who?
So he can't have a
yeah.
team of...
But that'll be... That's just... Okay, fine. That's a byproduct.
Someone create a sock called Orgy so that Umne can have him in his team.
Well, we
I
used
bet
to call that
Hungry
kid-
has already had one.
Oh.
Damn, even I've had one. You know the kid, Council Org? We used to call him Orgy.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Then I'll have Niji in my team because I miss her.
Oh my god, I was just thinking, I swear, I was just thinking, oh my god, Ume's gonna choose Niji. I just knew he was gonna,
You're such a clairvoyant.
Niji's a great singer.
Tell me
Is
your...
she?
Yeah, she had the sound thing.
I'd never heard her actually.
Oh, she's really good.
Oh, cool.
Toshi, your turn.
Yeah, your turn. Go ahead.
Yay! Okay, for my admin, I would definitely take Carrot because we are partners in crime. Vegetables to nuts. we have the fangirl powers, so she would just fan and the zombies would go away. I would also... Oh wait, Michelle was taken. I'm actually skimming through the people. Can I actually take Fleet himself? Because if so, then I kind of want to take Fleet. Yeah, I guess I'll take Fleet. Actually, no, I won't, because he'll be bragging and, like, nagging me about LOL all the time, so I won't take Fleet. I'll take Levin. Levin's pretty funny. And I like Levin. I'd take Abe, because Abe will be able to use his Brazilian powers and, like, stuff like that to send the zombies away from me. And Carrot. Who else? I'm trying to think. Can we only have one admin?
Only one admin.
Just so I don't mind having Carrot then. I take Rem and Glass. Only as my last two. Only because one, it would be a great opportunity in the apocalypse to sell some great porn DVDs to get some money for like weapons and stuff.
Because the first thing everybody needs in the post-apocalyptic world, it's not to survive, it's not to feed yourself, it's something to whack off to, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you might need that relief because, you know, when you're in all that stress.
Where the fuck are you gonna find a DVD player?
eBay.
Is eBay even gonna work in a post-zombie world?
Probably.
How do you know, Ultra?
I'm just
eBay
guessing.
might have survived.
Yeah, how many
I'm guessing.
post-apocalyptic situations have you been in?
How many have you been in, Umne? Same number.
Well, there was
Oh,
that time
okay.
in Auschwitz.
Right,
also-
but I thought you don't know about Auschwitz.
I actually didn't know.
You didn't know. How could you not know?
Because nobody told me about it. You know, you gotta
didn't
learn
go to
these
school?
You know what?
Tony
We never spoke about the apocalypse. I mean,
Really?
what am I saying? We never spoke about the Holocaust.
Okay. Like, I'd also take Glass and Rem, because basically the two like to get really kinky with each other, and they'll like argue and stuff, and not only will their arguing send the zombies away, if they do come, but basically the fact that they are getting kinky means that there'll be clothes removals, and that will mean the zombies will get scared and run away because of Rem.
Oh.
So it could be a sort of form of self-defense for myself and Carrot.
Yeah, that's easy. That's oh damn! Now I know what they meant by undercover brother. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, ultimate team.
Mhm.
Alrighty, so the next question is from Sadako, and
Alright.
she says, "Hi,
Mhm.
I want to ask Ultra if he thinks he has a chance towards Jesse and
Well,
why."
what the fuck?
Don't ask me what
I love you,
meant
Sarako.
by
I
that.
absolutely
You
love
know
you.
what I mean.
All I'm gonna say is that I'm going to try. That's all I can say.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Umne better be your maid of honor.
But you know what? Christmas is coming up. We all need mistletoes.
Yes.
Yeah, just like hang it over your head, Ultra, and then just hug her.
Yeah, I'll go to Sweden as well. Mhm. Right.
It's worth the price. Alright,
I would
so
like to go to a very loud place and I want to travel, but go on.
alright, so the next
I
question
totally
is
dodged that bullet. Right.
You're
go on.
lucky.
Yeah.
The next questions come from Fairy of Light.
Okay.
So everyone, would you rather have aquaphobia or acrophobia, which means a fear of water or a fear of heights?
Definitely.
I
would
already
you
have
go ahead.
aquaphobia. I already have that. I'll just go with acrophobia.
Yeah.
Row or wa?
No.
Row, okay.
I'm gonna go with acrophobia too, because I think the chance I'm gonna end up in a situation of heights is less than the situation of water.
Yeah, I'd rather have acro as well. Alright, so another question. Would you rather have anthropophobia, which is the fear of people, or autophobia, the fear of being alone?
That's a funky one.
I would pick fear of being alone.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I gotta go with that too. Ultimately, we're still not in a point where we can survive on our own, so I guess
And
I would go with that. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with that.
Alrighty. Would you rather have agoraphobia, which is fear of wide open spaces, or claustrophobia, which is fear of small spaces?
Claustrophobia, because that's much less likely. If I have agoraphobia, I'm not even gonna be able to get out of my damn house.
Yeah.
you got claustrophobia, some lighters, I've got tons of fears. Claustrophobia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd get claustrophobia too.
Poor Umne.
Alrighty, and the next one is, would you rather have arachnophobia, which is fear of spiders, or ophidiophobia, which is fear of snakes?
Fear of...
Probably snakes, because I don't really live in a snake-infested area, so it wouldn't really matter to me. Like, you would think
yeah,
it has a
same
lot of
here.
snakes in the city, but it doesn't have that many.
Same here, because like in England there's like one species of extremely rare like water snake which appears like every 2,000 years and that's it. So, fear of snakes.
I take it's not poisonous?
No, it's actually like harmless. If it bites you, it's like getting a paper cut basically.
Oh. Yeah, fear of snakes. I mean, I've seen more spiders than snakes, that's for sure.
Makes sense.
But yeah. Alrighty, so the next question comes from Toshi.
Oh, this is my drunk
so-
questions.
Alright.
Alrighty. What role, if any, do you think Orisha and Cease are going to have in this arc? Do you think they'll be on the side of Fairy Tail or Tartaros, or do you think they'll be a third party or try to go after Face themselves?
This is also counting Crime Sorcière as well, so add Crime Sorcière in there.
Okay.
But like after they're done with their work with Crime Sorcière, are they eventually gonna go good, bad, or on their own?
Interesting. I think I've mentioned before, I think they're going to be kind of a Black Ops team working behind the scenes to... Thank you.
Trade. Stop the podcast.
Right. I think that's going to be their role, basically, to really work on like the Black Ops team support from behind. After the whole matter's done, I don't know. Maybe I think I would just like them to like live on with their normal lives, just like get some pardons for whatever they did, and like I hope. Like, I think everybody remembers the whole speculation about, like, oh, Angel is really Yukino's sister, Serrano. So, and we know, like, I don't know, Sabretooth has probably been contacted about the whole, like, Tartarus matter. So, I don't know, maybe they'll meet up and then the two sisters can live happily ever after it, or whatever. Right? So I think basically that's my theory about those guys. I think they're gonna, like, just go on and live normal, happy lives afterwards. And Wally and Richard are gonna, and Cobra Kinana. I think that would be good.
Alrighty, well, I mean, from what we've seen so far, Dorambolt's actions are, not really related to Fairy Tail at all. Do you know how the council was, like, dismantled and Dorambolt released, Cobra on his own accord, so they're gonna have their own thing going on. They're not really gonna interact with Fairy Tail yet. So, they might have a little secret Black Ops thing, or I'm not sure, but I'm eager to see how they'll interact with Fairy Tail, because that's a given. And that's pretty much it. What about you, Toshi?
I kind of thought they would have the Black Ops operation, that because the fact that Brain's gone, I think they're kind of more free to do what they want now, but maybe it's possible that because they were a Dark Guild, they might try and go after the weapon themselves. But, like, because they don't really have much of a motive at the moment, I think they'll probably just try and assist. But, like, if they do find a reason to get Face, I think they'll take that chance.
Yeah, I guess.
That wouldn't be so bad. I mean, so are you suggesting that after Tartarus is beaten, that maybe these guys will become the focal villains?
Maybe, like, if they get a motive, might get thrill of wanting to destroy the world or something, like what they would try.
Yeah, destroy. Maybe Zero's coming back.
Yeah, lol. But, like, maybe they might get the thrill of being evil again, and they're like, hey, wait a sec, we got this evil weapon right in front of us, why don't we use this to obliterate Fairy Tail or whatever?
Well, to be fair, they can't really, because they do use magic. I mean, Tartarus can use it because they don't use magic. But if this weapon activates, the Russian says themselves are going to be powerless.
The thing I thought of is because of Tartarus, I thought that maybe when Tartarus was weak, Arashi and Sace were going to try and use a member of Tartarus to use a weapon, like, force them. But, like, it's not that possible, but it would be a good plot point, I think.
If it were well done, I guess I would be okay with it, maybe.
But I think they're gonna just assist until they find some reason to go after Face themselves.
Okay.
Probably. Alrighty, so the next question is, you are hit in the dick or vagina for women with a hard object. Which object would cause the least psychological and physical pain for you to be hit in the privates with? It can be any object as long as it's heavy.
A rolled up towel.
Yeah. A rolled up blanket.
A rolled up dressing gown, I don't know.
It would have to be so long if that were the truth.
Yeah, but dressing gowns are usually thicker than towels and blankets.
Well, I wouldn't know.
For you.
I do, because I own like 20 of the things.
I don't own any.
So I've got like a dressing gown for each week of the year.
Okay.
Next question. If you guys could design any superhero, what would her name be, and what would their superpower be? Note, this hero must be based on something sexual.
What the?
Titty McTwisters. She will squeeze her G-cups and squirt lactation waves.
I love how fast Umne answered that question, as if he had this thought up ahead of time.
You know, I took this to my publishers, and they said, no, you cannot release this, and I said, we must. Mm-hmm. So I need your support, everybody. Let's make this a real thing.
Right, how many of them did you suck? Anyways.
They were all women.
So?
Can I say mine?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure, go ahead.
Mine would be the progesterone prince, or the Prince of Progesterone, and he would use his progesterone to progesterone people. I don't know, but yeah, he just used progesterone to like take over the world and put progesterone in everyone, and then they'd explode or something. I don't know.
I don't think it'll affect me that much.
Like excess progesterone in the system, replacing the blood, causing the person to explode. I don't even know.
That's sexual.
Okay.
And imagine if he uses it on a woman.
Okay. That is... whatever.
Yo, 10 Ultra.
Tonsor. His power is a really sexy voice that instantly makes people, regardless of their gender, orgasm. Yeah, that's basically, that's all I got. I'm sorry.
He'd basically be the living embodiment of, like, Hikaru Midorikawa and, like, Suki Katsuhisa, basically.
I guess.
Oh, well, Moro Miyano as well. He's pretty hot.
Whatever floats your boat.
Alrighty, next question. Do you prefer applesauce, cranberry sauce, or mint jelly?
Probably cranberry, to be honest.
Yeah, mine's cranberry, because cranberry is really nice and tucky.
I like applesauce.
Mm-hmm.
So, would you rather... okay, next question.
That was a Flavor Flav joke, never mind.
Oh my, Toshi.
Yeah.
What's that question?
It's the would you rather joke.
What's the question?
Would you rather eat a used condom or wear a dress made out of a toilet for a day? Basically, it's you being put through a toilet.
Like being worn.
I will wear the toilet dress, and I'll wear it on October 31st.
I'll wear the toilet dress and stay home all day.
No, if you're wearing this shit, you gotta go out. It's implied.
Yeah.
Then I'll pretend it's like a hit new trend.
Like, yeah, that's what I do. I'd go wear the toilet dress. And then you pretend
this is a hit new trend, and then they hit you, and that becomes a trend.
No, but you know, it'd be really funny. If I was gonna basically wear the toilet dress, but go to one of those bathroom stores and be disguised as a toilet for a day, so that nobody would see me.
So people...
So people would think I was like a showcase toilet, but I actually wasn't.
Or you could just be like the mascot. Like, yeah, I'm promoting the sales of this toilet brand or whatever.
Yes, I will be. I will be the mascot, and I'll be disguised as a toilet, and then I'll jump out of people.
And Meji will totally be all over you.
But no, like, I'll jump at people, and I'll be like, "Is this toilet brand?" And I'll just, like, go back to my hiding space.
Well, you know what? Funny you mentioned Meji, because he sent in a question as well.
Was it about, like, which toilet he wants to fuck with next?
Toshi, that's naughty. Alright, so the first question is related to Hungry, but he's not here right now.
What's the question? Let's see if one of us can answer it. Or is this...
No, it's for him, yeah.
Tell us anyway.
Yeah, this would be hilarious.
No, we truly will not know. It's up to him.
But just tell us for laugh's sake. For the sake of a laugh.
Okay, it's not really funny as well. It's just whatever. I'll skip it.
Okay, skip it.
Ultra, if you had the opportunity to give Jess and Carrot a present, what would that present be? Hungry, do not let Ultra skip this question. Okay, you cannot skip this question.
Everybody says that these days.
I will make sure you do not skip this question in his
I have
place.
no intention of skipping this question. For Carrot, I can give him anything, right? So I'm gonna give Carrot a meeting with Daisuke Namikawa, the voice actor for Jalal, and obviously I'll include an interpreter for the language matter. But yeah, she can have a meeting with him, because
he speaks some Japanese.
What?
She's learning, I think.
But she's beginner. I think an interpreter would be better for the segment. Okay. If she doesn't want him, she can send him away, I guess.
I'll take him.
Jess, I would give her a trip to whatever country she wants to go to, because I think she's like really interested in that travel matter. So I feel she would really enjoy that, with like the full on like the really good hotel stay, the guides to all the landmarks and whatever, the general kind of like things you have to do when you go to a
the double bed.
What? Oh, okay, I see what you're doing.
And like maybe like a nude selfie on like a nude selfie of yourself.
I don't do in a frame. I don't even take regular selfies. I don't even show my eyes. You think I'm gonna show anyone my dick?
Yeah, but then it could have like a message
you got
like,
it, flaunt it.
"See you tonight, gorgeous," like a winky face. Tasting your new zombie.
I think
Oh,
not.
boy.
I think not. But okay, whatever floats your boat. That's the end of the question, right?
Century.
Yeah. And for all of us, what are you doing for the holidays?
To be honest, I'm not really doing anything. I
I'm just
don't really have a
hanging
plan.
out with family.
Yeah, I don't have a plan.
Yeah, I don't know either. I wouldn't say. I mean, it's not related to just Christmas. It's for all the holidays.
If anything comes up, I'll just do that. I don't have anything definitive going on right now. I didn't arrange it or whatever.
I'm getting tons of money for Christmas because I've got like £300 in savings, and then like whatever all the money I get, I'm gonna put it together. And on Boxing Day when all the sales are on, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna buy a PS3, and I'm gonna buy as many games for that PS3 as I can. And I'm just gonna come here for
You're
the
not gonna
entire
buy a
holidays.
PS4?
No, I like the vintage consoles. So when the PS4 comes out, I'll be buying the PS3, and then say like when the PS5 comes out, I'll be buying the PS4 because like I've had my PS2 for like 10 years. And it's still in prime condition.
Nice.
Prime.
Prime, ultra prime.
Alrighty, well, I mean, I'm gonna spend as much time with my family as possible because we don't really, we're not really in the same roof often, but when I can, I will. And, for the new year, I'm going to London, so that's fun.
Yeah, you're coming to my city.
Am I? So, yeah, that'd be cool. I'll be there for like a month for some work. And, yeah, that's my holidays.
Keep an eye out for the international arrest headlines, people.
Oh, I'm totally legal.
I'm sure you are. Also, I think Interpol is going to give Umne a red corner notice. Anyways, let's go to the next question.
I think the FBI are going to be coming to our country soon.
Alrighty, so...
Or whatever the Dubai equivalent of that is.
Okay, you guys, come on with your little jokes. So,
these are jokes.
Guys, the FB Dubai.
Oh, I like that.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next question, Umne?
It's from Carrie. Hey guys, sorry for not sending in questions last podcast. Ha ha ha. So, each of you tell us a funny Christmas story. Like, something funny stupid that's happened to you on Christmas.
I can say a really funny one.
Go ahead.
So basically, my family's got this tradition that we like to do a Secret Santa thing, but instead of getting the person we get something they'll like, we get them something they'll hate, and the person who gets the best reaction out of their, Secret Santa person wins a prize. I actually won it last year, but a few years ago, I actually have terrible, arachnophobia. And my dad actually got me, and I got my mum. So I got my mum cotton wool. She just ran out the house screaming. Oh. But my dad...
Wait, why? What exactly is the...
She's scared of spiders.
No, the cotton wool part.
Yeah. My mum's scared of cotton wool.
Why?
Oh, shit. Oh.
It's the way it feels. She doesn't like it.
Okay.
But, and my dad got me, and he basically found a really big spider... And he put it in a box, and he wrapped it up. And when I opened it, I literally almost threw the box in the air. It was so embarrassing, because I ran straight out the house, and I ran on Christmas night, screaming down the entire street.
Oh, damn.
It was so embarrassing.
You were still screaming past, next few houses.
Yeah, I was screaming down about, 20 houses.
I swear to God, there's, a Jingle Bells parody waiting to be written.
Yes. It's like Jingle Bells, Toshi yells, the spider flew away. People phoned in their complaints, and Toshi did not have a good day. Yay!
That's what
I was trying to think of something.
Nice improv.
Yeah.
Thanks. I actually made an improv of the Pokemon theme song about hopping.
I made one about Toyota, but it's stupid. Right.
My whole life is an improv.
Right.
Which explains your name.
That explains why plans don't always work out. I actually do not have any funky Christmas stories. I haven't celebrated Christmas in about 11 years or so. So, there's really nothing for me to say.
Right.
Even when I was a kid, there's nothing special about Christmas. It was just, okay, whatever. I have nothing to say, really.
Alert.
If you want a funny story, Carrot, I'll just tell you something in PM or whatever. I don't really have anything else.
Well, my funny Christmas story... I don't know. I just remember we were mixing daiquiris in the kitchen at my friend's house. And we got drunk. And then I got sick from the smell of like the wash detergent. And I threw up.
Okay.
Not from the daiquiri, from the smell. So I know it was that because I can't handle green apple scented things anymore.
Where exactly is the funny part of this?
I don't know. That was just the only thing I could think of. Because Christmas is generally like a docile day, you know?
It's generally pretty boring for me, so I got nothing, you got... Okay.
But you trade presents. Like, I got lottery tickets, and I was really young. I scratched them like, oh my god, I fucking won! And then we headed for the convenience store, but we didn't win.
Why?
I read it wrong.
Oh my god. That's just Umne right there.
I was so little, and I was like, look, I got lottery tickets, I'm so hardcore.
Nobody double-checked?
Because you know what? Nowadays, they have those readers, like you can scan your lottery ticket and see if you won, but they didn't have it at this time, so...
Okay, good.
Alrighty, so next question is, what would the ultimate Christmas present for you be?
Oh.
Sexy, or just kidnap Suzuki, the voice actor, remove his clothes, wrap up in ribbon, and just get and I'll give you.
Yeah, end it all with like a jail sentence, and it's a very Merry Christmas for Toshi.
I'll still be able to keep my man.
Debatable, but yeah. For me, to be honest, I really want to like do higher education in a Western country, so that would be for me like the chance to really have a good college experience, at least better than what I had here. Yeah.
Oh, ultimate Christmas present.
Like a legitimate college, not like a good one. Yeah, the university and whatnot, masters and yeah. Just saying, go on, May. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I don't really think of myself too much. It's not funny. It's true.
It is pretty funny, and I'm not so sure it's true.
It is.
Sorry.
Okay. If you say so.
It might be surprising to hear, but I mean, like, come off as selfish?
I'm not going to answer that because we don't have 2 more hours in this podcast.
Well, we could put that as a poll, I guess.
No, that's too boring.
No, it's not.
That's not going to be our poll. And that poll's going to get socked like crazy. Trust me.
Well, that sucks. I don't think I'm selfish. I don't do selfish things.
Can you answer the question already?
I don't know. I mean, you know what? If I get something sentimental, that would be the ultimate Christmas present.
What is sentimental to you exactly?
Depends. Okay, I can't be talking about that stuff. It's private. Ultra.
I didn't know Umne had a sense of privacy, in all honesty.
How do you dare?
Oh, come on, dude. Really? You?
I never.
You guys didn't hear anything just now, did you?
I heard your mom.
I was too loud. I couldn't even...
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, was your mom there?
No. She just came in because she just got back from work. And I know she gave her the thing on the door and it said, be quiet. And then she's just like, I'm not saying anything. She just ran out. I'm just like, I've been embarrassed. Can you, edit that out?
We'll see.
Yeah, I didn't hear it, so you know what? Whatever.
I'm sure it wasn't even audible, in all honesty.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Umne was just talking over it anyways.
So, and another question that was actually sent towards Hungry, but in this case, we can substitute Hungry with Toshi.
Sure.
So, initially, Carrot says, Hungry, your impression of Umne robbing a bank is one of the funniest things I've ever heard on these podcasts. Would you mind doing impersonations of these people?
Wait, the bank thing? Was the bank thing that time when Hungry was pretending to be Umne was like, yo, please get on the ground and all that shit? Oh my god, that was hilarious as fuck.
I wouldn't even rob a bank because I'm such a good person.
She would leave it to Umne to remember his manners while committing a felony.
Oh, I'm so sorry for pushing you on the ground.
If I'm acting as Hungry, then I say that was a prime moment in my podcast career.
Well, Toshi, you're gonna have to be doing some impersonations now.
Yeah. Can you
Wonderful.
Firstly, you have to
some.
impersonate Umne in a dark alley approached by a gang of men.
Okay. What is this? Ooh, you're coming on to me, good girl. That knife's still going where I think it's going, does it? Oh, you better not be getting a restraining order on me. I have G-cups. When I have G-cups, you know what's hitting you. No? Why are you cussing off my shirt? No, this isn't good. This isn't good. No. If you're gonna do me, at least do it at my place.
Oh, Toshi, you forgot to moan.
Yeah, you forgot to call him bad.
Hey, I'm not even done yet, so...
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Dumb. Action, resume. We're at my place now.
You gotta save your energy. You got more imitations coming.
Oh, good. We're at my place now. Your 40 friends are here as well.
Ew, Toshi! I never.
We're gonna do a non-stop gauntlet here, fellas. You just sword on me.
Okay, well, you stop laughing, time, because you're next.
What do you mean I'm next?
Got a camera.
The question is for me?
Yeah, Toshi, you gotta impersonate Prime asking Jess/me/some girl out on a date.
Oh god. Can I do
Are you serious?
Can I do Aldarinor?
Yeah.
No, you cannot do Aldarinor.
For chaos and love.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
it's not Chaos's question, it's Carrot's. So it has to be Carrot or Jess.
Okay, fine, I'll be...
Or some girl.
I
Yeah, fine.
Mega pretty much. Alright, here's my Jess.
What?
Oh, wait, Ultra, we're allowed to help her if we want.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to help you exactly?
You can be one of the girls. You could be Jessie. And
Yeah, you be Jess, Jess.
Toshi, you be Ultra.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna get my geek.
Act scene.
I don't have geek. Okay, fine. Maybe I have a little bit. Go on.
Hello, Jess.
Hello.
I'm sorry about this, but...
Really? Toshi, I don't even sound anything like it.
Come on, you stick to this,
Oh, fine.
I have to ask you something, Jess. Did you check my Instagram? Did you check my Instagram?
The train coming.
This ad scenery.
That was the train of romance. This is our date. We're going on that train and we're going on a ride of your life.
Ride of my life? What do you mean by that, ride?
Well, if you checked my Instagram, you'd say that I uploaded a nude selfie that was directed at you. Yeah, you think my ding dong? That is reserved especially for you on the ride of our life. So basically, we're gonna have a little intimate moment. Like, can we get on?
Oh. Okay, Ultra. At least you're bigger than Umne.
Oh my god, you're so...
Well, in cup sizes, you've pretty much flat chest and Umne's good dongs, so I think I'd rather go with Umne than you.
You're totally making a big mistake, and I know you're not really yourself right now. Are you drunk?
No, but you're drunk. With love.
But I don't drink.
You don't drink yet.
You don't drink at all.
You're gonna be drunk on my blood.
Oh.
But this isn't Twilight.
You're gonna be addicted to the nights I'm gonna give you in bed.
Well, I'm sorry. You lost me. You lost me after you said the word dick.
Well, you're gonna be having the time of your life in bed with me, playing StarCraft 2 on the PS1.
StarCraft 2 is not on the PS1, Toshi.
Oh, way to big character.
I'm sorry, man. I'm technical about that shit. I'm sorry.
Okay, so we have one more impersonation.
I think I just went too far. Yeah, go on.
Ultra STFU.
Like you aren't in any position to tell me that.
I'm the one doing the good impersonation, sir.
Yeah, good. Put that in quotation marks.
Toshi.
Like your life.
You guys! Toshi, you have to imitate Carrot if Jalab suddenly became real.
Oh, this is gonna be hilarious. Merry Christmas, Carrot. Okay. Fangirl mode. Imagine naked Suzuki Tatsuhisa, naked Suzuki Tatsuhisa, naked Ramaru, naked Gara, naked Luxus.
And then imagine Ichiya.
No, I'm getting into character.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to ruin that.
Oh my god! It's Jello! The abs are real. The abs are real. He has an 8-pack. Oh my god. Every muscle speaks volumes. I just want to shove his dog into me. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay.
Toshi, I didn't know you were so sexual.
I did.
May I read explicit fan fiction? Never mind. Okay, see.
Probably like it too.
Oh, where's my ribbon? Oh, I'm gonna wrap this guy up like you wrap egg whites in a puff cacao souffle. Wait a second. I have to escape. That evil Jess likes Jello while I can't have him. Where can I hide him? Okay, I'm going to remove his clothes to leave a false then I'm going to hide this guy in my bed, then I'm going to strip, and then I'm going to have the time of my life. Oh,
Okay, that impression just started sucking, so I'm officially ending that.
I think it got too far.
I think it just got messed up, so I'm going to end that. What's the next question, Umne?
I think you got messed up.
I think you taught me how to mess up things.
The next question is, what are you most looking forward to in 2014?
Ultra getting a girlfriend.
You're looking forward to that?
Nice. I'm looking if you're either getting Carrot, Jess, or Alden.
Right, back to that shit.
Only to see how it turns out.
2014.
I don't know. 2014. Hopefully my career gets a lot better.
Yeah, you go, Umne.
Hmm.
I hope in 2014 we get
better fairy tale,
better manga overall, better wrestling. I'm like a hardcore wrestling fan, but just saying wrestling's not that good at the moment. I have tons of things I'd say, but then we'd be here for the next 10 hours.
I want Hungry to be nicer.
Good
You're
luck
both
with that
so
one.
hopeful. I love how hopeful you two are. I love how optimistic, how blatantly optimistic, despite the reality is. I love this.
Okay, Ultra, what do you hope for?
Self-improvement. I hope to be a little bit closer to leaving India. Also, I think I'm going to write a few standardized tests, so I'm going to hope for, good results there. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay. Sorry?
It's quite interesting.
Okay, yeah, sure. So, what's the next question?
And that was the final question.
Oh, seriously? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So, if you guys have any questions, send them in at the FTBE podcast email.
Alright.
Remember to all the house?
Yeah, please send in your questions because we're going to be reading them over in the next podcast. And also submit your whorehouse question, yes. And that's the end of today's podcast.
We're under the impression that there's not going to be a fairy tale chapter next week as well. So, you may very well be listening to 2013's final podcast.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, why is there not going to be a chapter?
Because this one was a double issue.
Oh, I thought it was because we didn't get one the previous week, so I thought we'd get one.
I think the next one is also a previous issue, so it's really depends on the schedule and whatnot.
It's a double issue.
It's kind of funky. Mashima's really overworking himself, isn't he?
Well, we got bigger chapters, so that's good.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
Ultra, why do you say funky all the time? I don't even know why.
I don't know. It just kind of it just kind of comes to me sometimes. I just say
like,
I don't genuinely
mean.
I don't mean when I say funky. I just mean in terms of that's a funky a bad smell is a funky. That's just the way I say it. I don't mean funky to be cool or whatever. This isn't the 90s.
I know, but every time you say funky, I imagine you in an afro in the 80s.
What,
singing,
discoing or something?
Yeah, singing the night or something like that, and you in an Elvis Presley suit. I don't even know why, but
I can understand that, but I don't sing anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ultra, maybe you should exit the podcast with a song.
I think you're wrong, so how about that?
Alrighty, well, I mean,
Christmas
nonetheless, yeah, this could be the final podcast of the
Very
year.
well.
So thank you everybody for listening to us.
We appreciate
And,
it. That is the end of this podcast, and we will see you most likely in 2014.
Yeah,
Have a good Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, and hope you all have a happy
Merry Christmas,
New Year.
Happy New Year, and we're out. And that's the end of this podcast. Sucka dick, umne.